Sorry guys, just forgot to add this bit on. I am looking for fill-ins for the channel. We've got one, but we could use a couple more for, weeks like last week where we kind of just are either too busy or tired or whatever to do a review. So if anybody wants to be a fill-in, just post down below or like send me a review you've done and I'll check it out, and and then maybe you can be a fill-in on the channel. So if you want to be a fill-in, just post down below. Okay, that's all. Here's my review. Hi guys, Monday on the Real DVD Watchers week. I can't remember, although technically not Monday in the UK because it's like 12:30 at night, but it's Monday in some countries. So this week I'm going to be reviewing a little war film called Flags of Our Fathers. If you're a fan of like Band of Brothers or Saving Private Ryan, highly recommend this. This was an excellent film. This doesn't deal so much with the war, but more of the kind of propaganda behind war. And sorry if my laptop's louder, by the way. Anyways, yeah, it deals kind of more with the propaganda. It has these guys who put up this flag on in Iwo Jima, and they get a picture taken, and then it gets put in the papers, and then these guys are suddenly they're massive heroes, and and they're shipped back home, and they become loved by everyone, and they have to go touring around and try and get money for the war, and they just become these massive heroes just because they put up a flag, and it's crazy that happened. But also obviously it goes between the war and kind of them on their tour almost, and then jumps into like present day when they're older, well, one of them, and it's really interesting to watch because you get these horrific war scenes. There's one that's like about 10 minutes long, about half an hour into the film. It's absolutely, it's just one of those things you're going, the Americans go into, I think it is Iwo Jima, and they just get slaughtered. They come out and they're like Japanese are hiding, and they just get, it's just, you see those people, who are kind of talking, and they're like, and then they kind of stop and then just fall down, blam, bullet in the head. It's just, and you just think, how do they deal with that? But yeah, the film is really great. I think at the end it kind of lays on some of the themes of the movie a little too thick, but I don't have that's me niggling away. But it was superbly acted. The main three I thought were brilliant in it, and they were just really good. It was a really quite interesting and kind of powerful story to watch, and I mean, it was kind of hard to keep track of some of the characters and who they were like in the present day, but it was superbly kind of written, and just the way it was done was really great. I loved it. It was a little kind of jumbled in terms of just trying to keep track of like just where we were at certain points, but the war scenes were absolutely done amazingly, and it was great because they didn't like glorify heroes. It was almost like, I don't want to say anti-hero, but it was definitely not nailing in, but kind of saying, these people aren't heroes, but like obviously I don't think they would say they were heroes, and they don't in the film. But it's one of those things where it's hard to explain. Basically, the film doesn't glorify war, and it's not like these people are the greatest. It's kind of, it's going against that essentially, but not in like a spiteful kind of way. Sorry, I'm just getting a little caught up in it, but definitely recommend Flags of Our Fathers, and I'm sure Letters to Iwo Jima or Iwo Jima, I'm not sure to pronounce that, is great too. So Flags of Our Fathers, and if you haven't seen that Band of Brothers, Saving Private Ryan, that stuff, and upcoming Pacific miniseries, recommend checking those out too. And that's Flags of Our Fathers, Clint Eastwood film. That's been Monday on the Real DVD Watchers. Hope you enjoyed my review, and I'll catch you next week. Peace.